Helga's Dowry, a Troll Love Story by Tomie dePaola. Helga was the loveliest troll in 3 parishes, but alas, having been orphaned as a troll child, she was also the poorest. So when handsome Lars asked for her hand in marriage, Helga said, "But Lars, I don't have a dowry. How can we marry without one? It is the law." "Don't worry," said Lars, with moonstruck eyes. "I'll ask old rich Sven. He might have an idea." I didn't expect them to have some tails. They have tails. Old rich Sven did have an idea. "Lars, my boy, you should marry my daughter, plain Ing." Lars laughed and told old Sven counted out Ing's dowry. 30 cows, 3 chests of gold, and a mountain pasture, he said. "She'll make you a good wife and the richest troll in the land, except for the Troll King, of course." Plain Ing was so thrilled with the idea of becoming Lars's wife that she ran around telling everyone, including Helga. When Helga heard the news, she burst into tears and caused a thunderstorm. "I'm sorry, Helga," said Lars. "You'll always have a special place in my heart. But you know how important it is for a troll man to be rich, especially a handsome one." Poor Helga! Didn't one-eyed Odin say 1,000 years ago from his heaven throne that all unmarried troll maidens must wander the earth forever? She sat beneath the troll bridge to think. "Oh, psh," she said at last. "Why should I sit here and pout? I am a troll, and a clever one at that. I'll just go and earn myself a dowry." So Helga wrote a note to Lars and asked him to please wait for her. Then she put some troll things from her cupboard into a cart, tucked up her tail, stepped into some high-soled shoes, and went hopping down the mountain into the land of people. Some people are lazy, some people are vain, some people are greedy. It's all Helga's gain, she hummed to herself as she clumped along. Ooh, I wonder what her plan is going to be. Oh, I just noticed this is like the 3 Billy Goats gruff. It says 5 coins to cross. It kind of reminds me of that fairy tale. I like these illustrations a lot. This cloud looks like it's kind of got a mustache and an eye and a nose on it. Cool. "Aha, here's a good place to start," said Helga, looking at the piles of laundry. "And no smoke coming out of the wash house chimney either." "Any laundry for a poor washerwoman?" Helga asked the farm wife, who was sunning herself. "I certainly have," said the farm wife. "What do you charge?" Helga spied the cows in the pasture. "Do you want to take a chance?" Helga asked. "If I don't finish all that laundry by sundown, you won't owe me a penny. But if I do, you must pay me 35 cows. "Ironing too?" asked the farm wife. "Of course," said Helga. "Nothing like free laundry," hummed the farm wife as she heaped even more laundry onto the mountain of dirty clothes. Let's see what Helga's plan is, if it's going to come true. A lazy farm wife sitting in the sun, troll powder in the water, and the wash is done. Troll wax on the iron, and the wrinkles are flat. Helga has her cows, and that is that," sang Helga, climbing up the mountain with her cows. Oh, she must have used some kind of something. Look at this. She is going to town on that laundry. That is a lot of laundry. And she has all of those cows, all 35 of them. "Now for the gold," said Helga the next morning as she put on a turban and a fancy cloak. She piled 4 wooden chests on the cart and went rumbling down the mountain into the people's marketplace. It says beauty shop on the front of this and on her wagon, so she's setting up a beauty shop. "Be young and beautiful again," cried Helga. "All for an ounce of gold." The ladies of the town, and a few men too, dropped gold earrings, bracelets, watches, chains, and lockets onto the scales. "Rub your juvenescent cream all over your face. Wait a few minutes and look said Helga, passing out jars and mirrors to her customers. I'll take 3, one woman said excitedly. Nothing like being young and beautiful again, said a man. Huh. Let's see. Rub a little troll grease on that chin and cheek. Polish up a troll mirror. And then take a peek. Find some vain people who hate looking old, and Helga's 4 chests are filled with gold. And now, the hardest task of all, she said, walking down the mountain early the next day. I wonder what the hardest task could be. Let's check it out. She knocked on the door of a rich man's house. All those trees on your mountain there could make you twice as rich, Helga said. Twice as rich? The man asked. If they were logs cut and split, said Helga. Madame, it would take 100 men to do such work. Don't you know what labor costs? I'll make you a bargain then, said Helga. If I can clear those trees all in a week, will you give me the land thereon? Madame, you're a woman! Exclaimed the man. So what? Said Helga. And a loony one at that, said the man to himself. But it's worth a try. Nothing like free labor. Do you think Helga's going to be able to clear the land and also get to keep the land as well? That is a lot of work, taking down all of those trees. She's kind of good at this now, isn't she? Oh, what luck to find a greedy man, and now I'll chop as fast as I can. I'll swing my troll axe so sharp and fine, and that mountain pasture will soon be mine, warbled Helga. She chopped and chopped, but the forest seemed to grow larger every day that Helga worked. I'd almost think there was trollery afoot, said Helga, pausing to catch her breath. There is, said a tree with a laugh that shook all its branches. Plaining, said Helga. Hold on. What? There's somebody that is tricking her. Ooh, not nice, not nice. I see you're out here trying to earn a dowry, bellowed Ing, who had turned herself into a tree. A dowry earned is as good as a dowry given, shouted back Helga. I'll make sure there's no dowry earned, yelled Tree Ing. Besides, our wedding is tomorrow. Lars couldn't wait. That did it. Helga was furious. I'll turn you into kindling wood, cried Helga, who promptly turned herself into a boulder. Rolling down the mountainside boulder, Helga headed for Tree Ing, but Tree Ing just moved aside, madder than ever. Boulder Helga rolled up the mountainside to get a better start, but when she came tumbling down again, Tree Ing moved aside once more. Ooh, they're getting in a fight. All day the battle raged. The air was filled with flying timber. These are really cool illustrations. Look at this bird just flying. I have noticed him in a few, and also this sheep. Then suddenly it was quiet. Helga changed back into herself again, and Tree Ing shook with laughter. Giving up? She asked. You'll see, answered Helga, walking off to the rich man's house. The rich man could not believe his eyes. The mountainside was completely cleared of trees, except for one. That one will be gone before the day is over, said Helga. She has to get to a wedding. She? A wedding? The rich man asked. Yes, said Helga. And then the mountain pasture will be mine. The rich man had to agree. Oh, Helga, my dearest one, said Lars, who came running when he heard the news. Your dowry is even larger than Ing's, and I love you more than ever. There will be a wedding tomorrow, but it won't be Ing's. It won't be mine either, cried Helga. I wouldn't marry you if you were the last troll on earth. I'd rather be doomed to wander forever than be your wife. You never planned to wait for me. I want to be loved for who I am, not for what I've got. Then marry me, "For I already love you for who you are," said a voice behind them. "Besides, I have no need for riches." Ooh. The next day there were 2 weddings. "Here comes the bride, all dressed in green," sang the trolls. "Our king is getting married, and Helga is our queen." I wonder why they dress in green.